Hello spooky friends, it is time. It is Boookathon and I am so excited. It is day number 1 and I thought of course we need to kick off the vlog with my TBR. So there are 3 reading prompts plus a buddy read and I am hosting the group discussion for the buddy read on Sunday. So I definitely need to read the buddy read, so I will be reading 4 books, possibly more, it just depends. I am a little sick. I've been sick since last Wednesday. So if my voice goes in and out, that's why. Hopefully you don't hear me coughing all week. But nonetheless, let's jump into my Boookathon TBR. So the first book I'm going to talk about is the group buddy read, which is The Haunting of Aveline Jones by Phil Hicks. So excited about this one. I've just been hearing great things, and every time I post about it or talk about it, people tell me I'm going to love it. So I really hope that I do. This is the story about Aveline Jones. She loves reading ghost stories. She's on half term and she goes to stay with her aunt in this town that she hasn't been to, and she finds this book and then weird strange things start happening. So really excited about this one, and I'm gonna try to make this a priority. Like I said, hosting the discussion for it, so I want to be prepared. One of the prompts is to read a book with a spooky like building on the cover, and I chose Midnight at the Barclay Hotel by Flor Bradley, and I'm really excited about this one because all of these are spooky middle grade, obviously, because it's a spooky middle grade readathon, but this is a murder mystery. So I'm gonna actually start this one because I'm just very excited about it. But it is about this boy right here named JJ, and I think his mom gets an all expenses paid stay at the Barclay Hotel, and then someone ends up dead, and then he's gonna team up with these 2 girls right here to try to find out who done it, what happened, and all of that. And I'm very excited about it. This was a recommendation from Keisha, who's also hosting Boookathon with me. So yeah, I'm hosting this with Keisha and Gabby. This is Keisha's brainchild. Gabby and I hopped on board because we were just so excited. So yeah, anyway, really excited about this one. I am currently on page number 10, so I have started this one. All right, next up is to read a book with the word ghost or ghoul in the title, and everybody I feel like is reading this one, so it's kind of like the unofficial buddy read of the readathon, and there is a separate channel to talk about this book in the Discord, so make sure you check the description box for the link to the Discord. And the Discord is going to be open even after the readathon is over, so you know, it's always going to be there. So if you read the book after the readathon, you can always go check out other people's thoughts and stuff like that. But the book for Ghost in the title is Ghost Squad by 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒂 A. Ortega. And I don't know too much about it. I just know it's set around Halloween as well, so it could count for that prompt. But you have Loosely Luna, ghosts are more than just the family business. Shortly before Halloween, Loosely and her best friend Sid cast a spell that accidentally awakens malicious spirits, wreaking havoc through their hometown of St. Augustine, Florida. That's right! Together they must join forces with Sid's witch grandmother Babette and her tubby tabby Chunk to fight the haunting head on and reverse the curse to save the town and Loosely's firefly spirits before it's too late. And it says, with the family dynamics of Coco and the action-packed adventures of Ghostbusters, 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒂 Ortega delivers both a thrillingly spooky and a delightfully sweet debut novel. That's so exciting. And the third prompt is to read a book set on or around Halloween. So like I said, this one would count, and this one may or may not count, and this one also counts. I decided to read Small Spaces by Catherine Arden because this is another recommendation from Keisha, and she's kind of a little scared for me to read this one because she knows that I'll probably rate it like middle of the road, but she really wants me to continue on in the series even if I am not in love with this first book. But for some reason I have good vibes about this one. I feel like I'm really gonna love it, so I don't know, but I'm excited about all of these books actually. So yeah, so these are the books that I'm going to be reading this week. I'm really excited to dive into spooky middle grade. And I do have I have like a few other possibilities, but we'll see how I do with this. I'm going to read these because I mean, it's only a week readathon. So I'm going to read these, and then we'll see if I end up needing to pick up something else. And then of course I will just update you. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to be posting all of your pictures, all of your stories, and all of that. I'm just really excited. And last but not least, I wanted to show off my mug that Keisha got me. It says, "Putting the boo in books," and I just absolutely love it because we went with like a whole ghost theme for the readathon. We did our little sheet ghosts and the little mug, and it just makes me so happy to be hosting this readathon with two of my very dear friends. So I hope you guys had a great week, and now you get to see what my week looked like. Alright friends, I'm here with an update of the midnight at the Barclay Hotel. I'm not very far into it. I'm only on page 50, but basically 5 different people receive all expenses paid invitations to the Barclay Hotel, and they're different. Like there's a librarian, a CEO, a cowboy, an actress, and a detective. I think that's all of them. But they all receive this like hand-delivered, like really nice invitation, and they're all going there. And then 2 of the people, the detective and the CEO, are also bringing their children. So JJ is coming with his mom, who is the CEO of 𝒑𝒏𝒌𝒔, and then Penny is the granddaughter of the detective, and she's also like going with because she's visiting him from Florida. Anyway, so they're going to the Barclay Hotel, and it definitely sounds like the owner of the Barclay Hotel has like sinister plans, but also all of the people going, I think except for the detective, have secrets, including these 2, and they're going there to keep their secrets hidden. So I really don't know what that means, but I love when there's a murder mystery and everybody has secrets. So I'm really excited to continue on in this. There are a few illustrations, like here's the little invitation, and then here's like part 1. Here's a little illustration of Penny. And here's JJ. So far, I'm really liking the setup. I hope I like the story, and I will check in when I finish the story.
So the first book that I am definitely going to get to in October, because I'm currently reading it, is Just Like Mother by Anne Helsel. And I'm reading this book because my friend Gwen, she has a podcast called Talk Bookish to Me. If you haven't heard of it, and you've been following my channel for even a small amount of time, where have you been? I talk about Talk Bookish to Me quite a bit. I will link all of the things, including Gwen's YouTube channel, below. But basically on some of her podcast episodes, she does book discussions. And this month she is talking about Just Like Mother.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome everyone. How are y'all doing?
Doing great. I had a really good day. I read a really good book, so love that. And I'm excited about what I'm reading tonight because it's a book you recommended to me, and I know you're so excited for me to read it. So excited to be here.
I don't want to keep you ladies any later because I know it's like after 11 y'all's time. So so we're going to go ahead and end it for tonight, but thank you all so much for coming and for celebrating Boookathon day 1 and for participating. It means the world to us. So yeah, I'm so excited and I cannot wait until sprints and games on Friday on Gabby's channel.
I know, I'm so excited.
It's going to be fun. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you have, I just remembered something. I hope y'all did too. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, but I hope y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, I forgot to fix the button.
I have a few things to catch you up on. First things first, I did go to Barnes & Noble today. I just don't know what it is about readathons, but every time there's a readathon, I want to go buy new books. That's terrible. I need to either stop participating in readathons or change my mindset because I'm going to be broke. But let's go ahead and dive into a spooky middle grade book haul. The very first book is Dead Voices by Katherine Arden. This is the second book in the Small Spaces Quartet. This is the one that everybody loves of the series. I know books 2 and 4 are Keisha's favorite, but I have also talked to other people that are participating and they have also said that the second book is their favorite and that it is the creepiest book. So I'm very, very excited. So after I finish Small Spaces, I might just go ahead and dive into this one. I'm very, very excited about it. But if I don't, it is wintry, so I could save it for winter, but I kind of just want to know, you know, I want to be in the know. Next up is Winter House by Ben Gutterson, and this is a book I heard about on last night's reading sprints. I have read Green Glass House, but they were talking about this one, Winter House. And right here on the front it says, a lavish hotel, a family secret, a book of puzzles, and a veil of magic. And I absolutely love the cover and I'm just really, really excited to get to it. And there are like little puzzles inside and stuff, so I'm very excited about that because I love puzzles and games and I like hotels and stuff like that and secrets. So looking forward to this one. Picked up this one, Dust and Grim, and I love this cover. I think this is like the paperback cover design or whatever, but this says, rival siblings running a funeral home for monsters. What could possibly go wrong? But this was the monthly pick for Barnes & Noble, like for the middle grade and stuff. And I love funeral homes and stuff like that. So I thought this one sounded really fun. And also you might recognize the author's name, Chuck Wendig, because he has done adult books as well. But excited about that one. Next up, another author that I have read some adult books from is Jennifer Weirner, and this is The Littlest Bigfoot, which I love this cover so much. It's so dreamy and fairy tale like, but it's about this young girl named Alice Mayfield, 12 years old, and she really wants a friend. She's in and out of boarding school. She's shipped off to her 8th boarding school. She just really wants a friend, and she rescues Millie Maximus from drowning in a lake one night, and Millie is a Bigfoot. Next up, I love Dark Academia, and this is like a middle grade Dark Academia. So The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane by Julie Noble. Unfortunately, I think this only has 2 books. Like this is the first one and there's one more, and then there's not going to be any more in the series. So it's kind of going to be like a little open-ended, but I'm still going to go in for the vibes and like hope maybe one day more is coming. Who knows? But I'm excited about this one. Beware the Order of Black Hollow Lane. There's a prestigious boarding school in England, and before Emmy goes off to the school, she finds a box of mysterious medallions in the attic of her home. And then when she arrives at school, she finds the strange symbols from the medallions etched into walls and books. So I really love this one. I'm excited to read it. And then I also picked up some graphic novels. I picked up Hooky Volume 1 and Volume 2. Like, this one is so pretty, you guys. But this is the one that I always see people talk about. But these are really chunky. But yeah, I know a lot of people are reading this spooky season. I don't know if I'll actually get to it or not, but I know I eventually want to read it, so I just picked both of those up. And then I saw that they have a deluxe edition of Mooncakes, and I'm really excited about that. So this is the hardcover, and It says the brand new deluxe edition of Mooncakes features never before seen content from the bewitching graphic novel by Suzanne Walker and Wendy, I'm not sure how to say the last name, it's XU. Perfect for any collector's bookshelf. The new edition comes in a deluxe hardcover package featuring new cover art and bonus content such as an introduction by Shadows of the Batgirl Sarah Kuhn, formerly exclusive Patreon materials, and more. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one, and I love this cover so much. So another one, I don't know exactly when I'll get to it, but I've been wanting to read it for a really long time, and they had the deluxe edition, so I was like, why not go ahead and pick it up now? So that's the end of the little book haul, but I'm so excited about all of these books. Right now, I'm going to jump back into Small Spaces. I was reading that last night on Sprints, and I'm excited to finish it up and see what I think. And then I will update you on all of the books that I've been reading, because I've actually read quite a bit. So I want to share that with you, give you my thoughts on the books that I've been reading, and then we can decide what we're going to read next.
A very eventful weekend ahead.
Yeah, we have I feel like starting now, it's like we have the Sprints and Games, movie night tomorrow, book discussion on Sunday, and then sadly, it's over. But my love of spooky middle grade will live on.
It will, especially for me this month, because I just told you I bought like 10 of them this morning.
We still don't have a haul, so we're still expecting that at some point.
Yeah, it'll come. It will come. I'm also going book shopping on Sunday, so whatever I didn't buy today, I'll buy.
Oh my goodness. I'm reading The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. I heard this this recommendation from like a couple different people, but it's kind of like dark academia vibes. But I was telling Keisha earlier, it kind of has like Harry Potter vibes a little bit, because there's a girl that goes to a boarding school, and she has there's like 2 other friends, so like a trio of friends. There's like stairways to get to their like room, and there's like the dining hall, and there's secret societies, and there's like mystery and intrigue and all of that. So I'm currently on page 81, and I'm really, really liking it. But it makes me nervous that I'm liking it, because I know there's only one other book and there's no more, but there was supposed to be, I guess, story-wise. And so I'm really kind of sad about that, but I'm going to appreciate what is available, I think, because I'm really enjoying it so far. So we're going to do my game first. It's called Read My Lips. And basically I have 3 different categories. And then I'm going to let you guys choose which category you want me to do first. And then whichever one you choose, I have 8 different words or phrases that fit that category. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to say the word or phrase. I have them all written down on paper too. So I'm going to mute myself, say the word or phrase, and hopefully you guys will be able to read my lips. They were saying earlier, like, I'm going to have to like get all up like this. So, but hopefully you guys will be able to read my lips and come up with a word or a phrase. So everybody's guessing. Gabby's guessing. Keisha's guessing. All of you guys are guessing. And it's just for fun. But so the 3 categories, I have spooky middle grade books. That's category number 1. Category number 2 is Halloween words and phrases. And the 3rd category is family Halloween movies. Okay. Let me mute myself.
I think I got it. I think I got it.
Oh no, say it again. No, I want one more try.
Okay, I'm going to say it again.
I have you big, so I can't see like the comments either. I'm really trying.
Okay, so what's your guess?
Okay, I wrote full moon.
And they said it in the comments.
Yes.
I didn't get it.
That was it. Full moon. Next word. Jessie. Okay, next word. Is everybody ready? Okay, here we go.
and Keisha were like, what?
What is it? I want to see if someone got it on the first go.
I'm not looking. So.
Oh! Don't look in the comments if you don't want to know.
I've got you big because I've got a C.
On it.
Okay. I want another.
You want me to say it again?
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe I know what it is. Okay.
Okay. What's our guess? Yes!
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but I saw the comments. So I was like, I'm not even going to pretend like I got it.
So that was it. It was good. All right, friends, we have made it to the very last day of Boookathon. I'm so happy that Keisha invited me to participate and co-host Boookathon with her. I was really shocked how many books not only that I read, but that I ended up loving this week. So I'm gonna go through some of the books. Well, I'm gonna go through all of the books that I read, but I'm only gonna share thoughts on a couple. I'm gonna do the prompts. So I'm gonna talk about the buddy read. I'm gonna talk about the 3 books that I read for the prompts that we had. And then I'm just gonna share some of the other books that I ended up reading this week. Guys, I read so much and it makes me so happy. And I have fallen in love with spooky middle grade. There are definitely books that are not for me, like the fantasy horror spooky middle grade books. I like more of like the real world. I like things set in coastal towns. So just like other books, like I like murder mysteries, so I like spooky middle grade murder mysteries. I like some ghosts and paranormal things, but it has to be done right, and I feel like some of the ones that I read really were done right. So the first book that I want to talk about is the group buddy read, which is The Haunting of Evelyn Jones, and tonight is actually the live book discussion for the group read, and I'm so excited to talk to Keisha and Gabby and all of you about your thoughts about this book if you were able to read it. I am so happy that we selected this as the group buddy read because I loved this book. The atmosphere was everything. The characters were engaging. It was set in a small like seaside town, which I love, and I just really enjoyed the story. It was super creepy. There were these like creepy scarecrows that Evelyn Jones was like, why are there these creepy scarecrows? And you kind of are like wondering the whole time if it's going to be explained, but then like how it is just so magical. But definitely tune in to the book discussion if you want more of my in-depth thoughts about this one. Suffice it to say, 5 out of 5 stars, highly recommend. And I do plan to continue in the series, but I will make sure that I leave the live show down in the description box just in case you happen to have missed it. But not only will you hear my thoughts, but you'll hear what Keisha thought, what Gabby thought, and what people that are tuning in thought as well. But loved this one, and it just set the mood for the rest of the readathon. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into the books that I read for the prompts. One of the prompts was to read a book with a spooky building on the cover, and for that prompt I read Midnight at the Barclay Hotel by Flora Bradley. And another huge win. I rated this 5 out of 5 stars, and I highly recommend you give it a shot if you like adult murder mysteries. This is a middle grade version of an adult murder mystery. So you have 5 people that are given invitations to come to the Barclay Hotel, and 2 of them bring along children with them. So JJ's mom, the CEO of PB&JJ, brings along JJ, and then Penny's grandfather brings her along. But these adults receive these invitations for an all-inclusive, all expenses paid little vacation of sorts at the hotel. So they're all summoned to this hotel, and then when they get there, they find out that Mr. Barclay was murdered, and all of them are suspects, and they are in charge of finding out who killed Mr. Barclay. She is the niece of one of the chefs that works at the hotel, but I just love the vibes of the hotel. I love that everybody has secrets, so you're trying to find out like what everybody is hiding from everybody else. And then you're also trying to find out like who done it. And the hotel is really creepy because it's said to be like haunted possibly. And the story just took some twists and turns that I was not expecting. And I really, really enjoyed it. So I highly recommend this book. Even if you don't read middle grade books, you give this one a try if you like cozy murder mysteries. Because this is definitely exactly that in middle grade form. So highly recommend. Another one of the prompts is to read a book with ghost or ghoul in the title, and a lot of us had Ghost Squad on our TBR by Claribel A. Ortega, and I know a lot of us read it, but not a lot of us have great things to say about this one. Unfortunately, I rated this story 2 out of 5 stars. I can't tell you exactly what it was that I didn't like about the story. I just thought it was kind of dull. The writing didn't really capture me. It relied on a lot of telling rather than showing. I had a hard time with like the 80s references in here, although I understood them. I'm thinking, are kids gonna get this? And I just thought it was like really predictable, and I just didn't care. So yeah, I rated this 2 out of 5 stars. It has like representation, like Dominican representation in it, and it has a lot to do with like family and friendship and magic and all of that, but like it was a huge miss for me, and I know a lot of people didn't like this one, so I would skip it, but you know, you do you. The last prompt was to read a book set on or around Halloween, and I picked up Small Spaces by Katherine Arden, and I'm so happy that I started this quartet. This is a book that Keisha was like, you have to read this book. So I picked it up. I actually bought a copy and I read it, and overall enjoyed it. I rated it 3 stars. It had some things that I liked, some things that I didn't. I liked the second half of the story more. I did think it was truly creepy. You follow this girl named Ollie, and her mother has passed away, so she lives with her dad. Her dad is a single dad, and her dad, I love her dad so much, but she's going on this class field trip, and then when she gets to the field trip, things are just really, really creepy. There's also like this book that gets involved, and it's like this diary with these entries, and I didn't feel like the diary entries and the story, because the story at that point in the beginning was feeling kind of hopeful and light and fun, but then this book just felt like, or these diary entries just felt very different, like the tones were very different, and I felt like I was being yanked back and forth between the 2 different stories and the 2 different like feelings of the stories. Like I was like happy and like, oh, this is so great, and then I was like thrust into this like really dark and terrifying story. But then once they got to their field trip, things just took a sinister turn, and it was just like non-stop action. Now, I did read the second book in the quartet, which I will show you, and I did enjoy that one more, and you do have to read them in order. So even though that I think the series gets better, you definitely do have to start here. And it's not like this is a bad book. It's just kind of like average. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a new all-time favorite, but also it just has some really unique things about the story, things I've never read from before. So I really think that Katherine Arden like really brought a unique story to the middle grade audience. Also, that the friendship vibes in here are really, really strong, and you guys know I love a good friendship story, so I also really enjoyed that. But one thing I noticed after reading 2 of the books in the quartet is that the beginning is a little long-winded. The action is non-stop action once you finally get there, and then it kind of wraps up too quick in the end. So I didn't really notice it when I read the first book, but in the second book I noticed it, and I was like, I think that's also like something that I was thinking and feeling about this one as well. So just be forewarned, the beginning is a little slow, but once you get into the action, it's non-stop, and then all of a sudden the book's over. So just be prepared for that, but I highly recommend because it is pretty creepy. All right, so like I said, said, I did pick up Dead Voices by Katherine Arden, which is the second book. I also picked up The Bewitching of Evelyn Jones by Phil Hicks, which is the second book in that series. I also read Coraline by Neil Gaiman for the first time. I'm also planning to watch the movie with Keisha on Wednesday night, so I'm really excited about that. I also read City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, and I'm excited to continue on in that series as well. I also read The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, and I loved this book. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. And then I finished my last book today, which is a book from the library. It's called Night Books by J.A. White? By J.A. White. And I didn't really love it. It was more fantasy than I really liked. But if you like fairy tales, if you like storytelling, if you like things that go bump in the night, if you like sneaky cats, you might like it. It has really high reviews on Goodreads. It just wasn't the story for me. But if you want to hear my thoughts on all of these and all of the other books that I read, you need to join my Patreon. Every single month I do a complete reading wrap up with mini reviews of all of the books that I read. But overall, this was a huge success, you guys. So tonight is the book discussion. It's the last event we have planned, which means the readathon is coming to an end. So if you participated even a little bit or tried to read a middle grade book this week, it means the absolute world to me and the other hosts. So thank you so much, but I'll see you guys tonight for the book discussion. Can't wait to chat about Evelyn Jones.
Hello. I think we're
Hello,
live.
everybody. It always like sticks for a second and you never know if it's live or not. So anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the book discussion for The Haunting of Evelyn Jones, our group buddy read. Yeah, a lot of people were asking about this. You saw that in the Discord, Keisha. They were asking like, oh, is it the same characters and stuff like that? So I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it now. I rated this one 5 stars and I liked this one, but I didn't love it as much as the first one. And I'll get into why and all of that. But this is really good. It does have a lot of the same characters. It also introduces 2 new characters. And it's in a totally different area. So it's not in her like aunt's seaside town. It's somewhere else. And the first one kind of deals with like kind of ghosts and these creepy scarecrows. And this one has to do with witches. So if you like witch stories, there you go. And I'm just really excited and nervous for the third one, but I looked up like just the ratings for the third book and it looks like a lot of people are rating it 5 stars. So that has me very excited. All right, friends. I'm here to say goodbye. This is the end of my Boookathon reading vlog. I am a little emotional about it because I had so much fun hosting with Keisha and Gabby. We became really, really close hosting this readathon together, and I can't wait to collab with them in the future. Just got done with the book discussion for The Haunting of Evelyn Jones. I really enjoyed the book discussion. So many of you guys came out just to say hi and stay for the non-spoilery section, which was wonderful. And then the people that read were able to stick around to the end. And overall, I think it was a really good book discussion and everybody rated the book very highly. I didn't see anything below a 4 stars, so that is amazing. Very, very excited about that. If you happen to have missed the live show, I will link all of the live shows down in the description box for you because they were all super fun and super nostalgic for me. Don't forget to check out the Discord. I talked to Keisha about it. She's going to keep it open. And then when she hosts future rounds of Boookathon, you can just stay in the Discord and stay active all year long. I know she's going to make a separate chat for like recommendations and stuff like that. So go drop your recommendations over in Discord. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. And I really, really shocked myself this week with the books that I was reading and loving so much. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day or night. And I'll see you guys again in another video very soon. Bye guys. Thank you.